it's Lilith. Sorry about the delay from where I usually stream today. There was a thing today. Originally, I could have worked around it to stream at my usual time, but then last moment today, oh wait, it has to be delayed by half an hour. So here I am now. Anyway, for a bit of spiritual talk. For some time now, I've been struggling with sleep. But recently, I found a neat trick. Instead of just worrying about I should be falling asleep, but I'm not tired, I need to sleep. Just don't think about sleeping. Just close your eyes and focus on what's going on. You're in bed and you're breathing. That's all. And then you find you're in a state of bliss. All there is all there is. Anyway, I'm continuing with Rogue Trader. I'm finally getting back to the shadow. Wait, was it Void in the Shadows or Shadows in the Voids? I forget what the DLC's called. Oh, Void Shadows. I'm finally continuing with the Void Shadows content. I mean, technically I've been using it ever since the DLC came out, because I've had the character introduced it as a permanent party member, but what I mean is I'm actually continuing with the story now, because I can. Soon the next DLC will be coming out. But I imagine it'll intertwine with the main story just as well as Void Shadows did, so it is what it is. Let's get to it. Yeah, this be the first time I've streamed this game with having the artwork I commissioned from GRS of me making out with Irlet as my avatar. Right, so what am I even doing here? Never suggest to Rogue Trader talk to each individual member of House Embers in more casual setting. Ah, okay. So that's you people. You're pressing down too hard on your quill, Lumi. See how thick your lines are, and the ink hasn't dried. I'll be livid when she sees the stain on my cuff. Why don't you watch what you're doing instead of lecturing me again? How many times has Master Rogbad said, apply the base colors first, then the dark shades? The Herbist children are leaning over a sheet of parchment, arguing passionately. A small, finely made box next to them contains quills and a few balls of ink. A pale shadow hangs over the younger Herbists. The unblinking gaze carefully studies the unfinished drawing, and grows gloomier still. Your Ladyship, we are honored to be at the Von Vanker's palace. I'm Lorna Erebus, a pale young woman with shorter than Cabela, and smooths a lock of her dark hair nervously as she stands between the younger sibling and the spinner. I'll look at the drawing. Awareness test succeeded. Parchment is an unfinished family portrait showing the Erebus parents and their 4 children. The young artist's skill is impressive. But your attention is not drawn to the fine lines and shading, but the sketch of a dark figure added in by a still more masterful hand. Our family was once renowned for their courage, but Dragonis has no need for bowling teams, so our parents and enrolled Rono and Lumi in the scriptorium to study religious pain. That dark shape in the portrait, you drew it in, did you not, Lorna? Who is it? Lorna pursed her lips and looks away. Mother says the Erebus clan has a secret guardian that protects us from the shadows, and I thought it would be unfair to draw all of us, but not them. Silly, I know. No, I don't think so. That is proper. That is honourable. Cabell barges into the conversation, winces, then whispers harshly, "Come, Doss. Let us find them no more." That scrap parchment must be incredibly special. Lorna grabs her young sibling and make them bow, looking guilty. My apologies, your ladyship. I am to blame. Lumi and Ro tend to get far too engrossed with their work, but I'll see to it that they do not forget their manners again. Glory to the Von Blankers Protectorate. And the road prayer, Will of Thousand Stars. Enjoy the reception. Thank you for your hospitality, your ladyship. Bear casts a final glance at the portrait, then quietly walks away. Okay, so... I don't know what's going on. The connection just won't stay stable. Seems to be getting better. Okay, now... And just stay like that, please. Okay, I think we're good now. Hope don't sound too bold. If I say I've always dreamt of serving on your flagship, would it be too much for a modest servant of the Disney to hope that the Lord Captain might graciously make him part of her crew? Bella silently appears at your side. Her face is reflected in Match's dark eyes. As their gaze meet, they both freeze in astonishment and lower their heads. So I just have to sneeze. If Cabela had enough to eat growing up, if she had not put her body through grueling trials, if she had not used intoxicants during the cult's rituals, might have said the two bore quite the resemblance to each other. Miles looks away first. Pardon my tactlessness, mistress. He clears his throat. I have the strangest feeling that we've met before. Cabela takes her time to reply. You were born on a world and absorbed a hive sense. I would have remembered someone who smelled like that, and I do not know you. Oh, savage. Do you believe yourself fit to serve on the flagship? I have served dutifully in the planetary forces, your ladyship. Governor Drystream even awarded me a medal for defending the Southern Hive against the Xenos. I may have been born on a gravity-bound world, but my heart belongs to the void. So your reason are your unflinching courage, and your love of the stars? There is another reason, your ladyship, but I'm afraid you will find it laughable. You see, I've always known my destiny awaits me on the flagship, because ever since I was a child, I've had the same dream over and over. A dark-haired young woman walked around barefoot along the decks, and me following her footsteps, but could never catch up to her. No. My father told me he had felt something of the sort when he met my mother. His eyes taking Cabela's features, smiled sadly. I believe my future awaits me there. Perhaps you saw a dream of her. Very well, I accept you into my service. This is truly an honor for me, Lord Captain. I will not let you down. Glory to House Von Blancus. Let us go, Cabell whispered softly. I have heard and seen all I need to.
Always keep your eye on the
Right,
prize.
and now just aristocrats and crew officers. So finally talk to these two. Your ladyship, allow us to thank you once again for this honor. Though we left the flagship a long time ago, it is a pleasure to be in the presence of a Lord Captain again. Diary looked at you with a pensive, unblinking gaze, her eyes darker than the night sky. We realize that your attention to House Erebus was brought on by some manner of circumstances. Please let us know how we can be of service to you, and we will do what you require. A keen observation. Tell me about... Brando's eyes meet Bella's as she speaks, but he is not intimidated. On the contrary, the corner of his mouth curves upward slightly, and he gives a respectful nod. Tell me about the Erebus family. Sadly, we are but a shadow of what was once a much more numerous clan. Much of our kinspeople fell in combat, but we believe that Erebus's last battle is yet to be fought. We raise cohorts of successors. We teach new recruits and our own children the ins and outs of void service before they even set foot on board. A new generation, and learn to serve in their own way. Our eldest son, Maris, is on the planetary guard. So is Lorna, our eldest daughter, though she has devoted herself to medicine. And to my great surprise and elation, our young children, Bruno and Lumia, found their vocation some God Emperor in the Elcastry. The religious biome. Look for Naki Erebus. Ship archives mention several of your ancestors, but the one I need is a living person. We'll exchange glance again. Our clan has a tradition. We name our children in honor of our past heroes. Ashes and Naki Erebus, the twin fellows of our family, a warrior and a keeper of knowledge. Legend has it that a great future awaited bearers of those names. Every Matsus or Naki Erebus would add to the clan's renown, and they would prove faithful assistants to any Lord Captain they serve. But legends are just that. Legends is not names that give people strength, but their faith inside their hearts. There currently anyone named Naki in your household? No. No one has borne that name for many years now. Your son bears the name Matches. Randall laughs. What can I say? I have always wanted to raise a great person. Then why did you name your daughter Lorna, not Naki? Did you not want her to become great? I didn't. They did name her daughter Naki. What? Nobody ever nods slow in response, a sad smile upon her lips. We did. But the Emperor took her from us. The Undying Emperor. The Undying Emperor? Your followers of the Bloodspun Web? No, your ladyship. Rando and I, we have always been stalwart in our faith, and we revered the Spirit's service, but their sacred path was too dark and frightening for us. We may not have understood the deeds of the Bloodspun Web, but we never doubted that the Spinners carried out his will. For they gave their all to their duty. It is a heavy duty, but a true duty always is. Enough! Dweller's cold raspy voice sends shivers down your spine. Belle's cry brings the Erebus family back together. 6 alarmed faces, 6 people standing shoulder to shoulder like a fortress wall, and one lone grim figure opposite them. The shadow peers into their dark eyes, same as her own. Their pale lips, same as her own. She clenches her fists, ignoring the steel claws that pierce her palms. Enough. I know who Naki Erebus is. What's going on? Naki. Erebus looks at Cabera with scarcely concealed fear. Her husband notices her reaction and shakes his head white. Wait a moment. Are you? No! Matt screams, how could you keep something like that to yourselves? How could you? How could you? Lorna hugs her younger brother and sister, who cast frightened glances at their parents, and sister woman with a worried smile. Naki Erebus. Belle throws her head back, and her laughter resonates through the hole. Naki Erebus is me! You lied when you said the Emperor had taken Naki. Oh, well, I guess from a certain point of view, it is true. So as time passed, your dreams were showing you the woman who was destined for me, not love my life, but my sister? I shouted and stared tenderly at Cabell. I didn't know. Do you remember me? I remember what I am permitted to remember. The tenets of the web, prayers of the undying one, the names of poisons and intoxicants, the name the vizier gave me. But you, no, I do not remember you. I do not know you. You mentioned a guardian in the shadow, did you not, Lorna? An unseen shadow, a servant of death. Mother called her Naki, but I knew she was talked to. Someone she knew. You lied when you said the Emperor had taken Naki. We did not lie. We'd never have dared. Randall looks over at Cabela, her dark hair discussed. Naki. A few years before Lady Theodora sent our clan supervisors to Dragos, the Bloodspun Web's vizier came to our bay. He said the Emperor demanded the next firstborn of the Everest clan. He needed a new spear. Six months later, we had twins, boy and a girl, with eyes darker than darkness itself. You were born first, Naki, and with sorrow and pride, we gave the vizier our most precious treasure. That is how one honors the God Emperor. I'll just let this play out. So if I'd been born a minute earlier, that MA corpse standing before you today would be me. But why doesn't she remember anything? Why was she never told? The ritual of releasing the burden. Bella steps up to her brother, who's completely like her, and yet so thoroughly different. New bloodspun web recruits are undergoed in order to forget their past and devote themselves to the undying one, and so that their souls do not suffer. Tell me, Mattis, is your soul in pain? It only hurts because I never knew you all these years. Pharaoh turned to you sharply. We are here to sell our debt to the Undying One. We now have the name, the person, and the explanation. I know what must be done. So why do I feel pain from an unseen wound in my heart? Why am I, for the first time in my life, hesitant to sever the thread? All this time, I've been wandering the labyrinth of my mind, but the answer never came to me. What must I do, Domin? How do I end Naki Erebus? Oof, Can't kill your past. Spilling of blood. How? Guess this is the best one I want to go with. Well, dismayed, looks at the Everest family. There too, that her own reflection in the steel of her dagger. I will not kill. Must I follow my orders when my entire nature shrinks from it and my heart screams it is wrong? This is not my will. Yes, yes. Go by your own will. I could have had a family and a future full of righteous service. A chance for a different life. That was taken from me. Who I would be and how I would serve was decided for me. She clenched her fist. The Vizier forged me into a weapon and stained it with blood. He named a mark. He gave me a mission. Come, Domin. We must descend into the Temple of Death, where I will report my task and ask the Vizier a single question. Why me? Right? You've grown into a fine woman, Naki. Though you may be lost now, I know the Emperor points you right. We are proud of you. Bella corners her eyes. Corners her eyes twitch, though she is in pain. My name is Gabella. If she feels not your true will to destroy yourself or your family, then it's not. So going back to my... Oh. I guess. We will be going back to my ship, but not yet. Your ladyship? I remember you. You're in charge of my proceedings at the Magna Ascension. I was, your ladyship. And now, as per the High Factum's order, assume the role of your acting chancellor. How's things on Dragonus? After Chancellor Russian was forced to leave office, and Secretary Salamander... well, I must admit, I expect the worst. But my predecessors served the dynasty dutifully, which is why everything is currently as stable as it can be here on the capital world. Hi, Silvertongue! I still have some unfinished business. Of course, your ladyship. I might be of service. Nothing else. Is there a letter here? Early here? I'm never sure how to pronounce her name. Maybe I'm meeting her. Oh, that's my office, or... Is she outside? Ah, there she is. The walls of your home suffocate me, Eltak. I long to leave this twist world at the first opportunity. Alright then. We'll be off now. So... So where is it? I'm going on my ship. Temporal element is on my ship, right? The astropathic chapel. Second spell the temple. We should be more specific. The astropathic chapel, the void ship shrine, the freight line. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went to a freight line to get to the temple before. Mm. I check the map, there'll probably be a marker. Eh. Eh.
I always keep my options open.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I found entrance to the temple here, or... Ugh. Temple, so...
Hello?
Hi, Red! Only took me about a second to register what was going on. Congrats on redeeming first, so... I'm not sure. I get to them, sort of. Only for a brief moment. This doesn't look like a way to the temple. Still counts. Most likely place seems to be the astropathic chapel, but that... Or is it back on the planet? It could be that not enough sections. Hey, yeah, doing fine, you, so... She'll report to the Vizier. None of those seem to be better than other days.
I always have a backup plan.
Yeah, I didn't actually see who I could talk to in the shrine. Oh, sick. Oh, that's no good, but good to hear you've gotten better. No, that's a confess, but wait. No. No. Really not specific enough. I have to look up where that is. Chuck not playing Lord of the Walking with your mate, but that this isn't one of the usual scheduled days when I play Lord of the Rings online for who thinks I'm not the real Red. Yeah. Greater Temple of the Un. How do I get? I say walking, I mean Lord of the Rings. Oh, so I just talk to Cabela on the bridge, and she'll take me there. I see. Just go back to my bridge. Three movies about walking. Yes. Right, so where's Cabela? Right there. Hello.
Take heed, Nemo. Our blessed Domin honors us with a visit. The one who delivered this ark from the curse of your existence.
Well, while I'm talking to you,
Discuss this again. The past should remain where it belongs.
in one movie, I like some make that joke. Mine sounds unique. You think it's something I can learn?
Your body will fail you, Domin. Your bones will break. Your tendons will snap. Your heart will stop. Our rituals of self-perfection are unending. They demand absolute dedication and decades of special training. However, if you devote the next 30 years of your life to its study, you might be able to learn the basics.
Just the basics? Do you truly feel no pain at all?
You can see for yourself.
The smaller pouch from Bell Nopes feels so infinite of torture. What are those?
Tools for tempering the flesh. If a spinner neglects this practice for too long, their body will weaken and their sensitivity to pain might return. If it does, they will feel the overwhelming agony of every wound they have ever endured and go mad with torment before the undying Emperor whispers their name.
Tormenting yourself always seems to give you pleasure.
Is it possible to experience pleasure if one feels nothing?
Very well, let's see just how impervious to pain you really are. There's a skin with several chained hooks.
The flesh remains untorn. Good.
That's enough.
Do you have other questions?
I think that's enough. I'm
Difficult to speak the truth.
ready. Let's put ourselves to the vizier.
Come, Domin.
Alright, let's go. Well, here he is. Then whispers a prayer, his masked face turned towards the undying one's image. Instead of his usual threadbare clothes, he's wearing elegant armor and bone dark gold, marked with purity seals. He turns as he hears you approaching. Cabal, I've been hearing your footsteps for a long time. In his whispers. Dumlove, Lady of the Ark. It's good that you're here with her. It's right. The Undying One has blessed this union of light and shadow. Igneous clan armor. Are you preparing for battle? Today is a special day. I've only done this armor once before, when I was a second spinner. That day, I ceased to be a second. I've remembered the weight of the skull on my shoulders and chest for all these years since. Bent up to mouth, but the fear stopped over a gesture. You understand, my daughter. You understand soon. You've learned how Cabal came to be part of the Bloodspun Web. You've met her family. Then looks away for a brief moment and nods to M-Space. The Undying One's congregation sacrificed the blood of its blood. That is how spirits are brought into this temple. Why are those who would serve him of their own volition and stay and spin the Bloodspun Web? As Cabela did. Huh? Your words are dishonest. The ritual of releasing the burn erased me, made me hollow. What will of my own I had, you took from me, and filled me with yours instead. Oh. His voice becomes startlingly gentle. My daughter, do you believe you have only served him because I set you on the further web? You believe you have no faith in him? You know that is not true. You are right, Mentor. The path I walk is mine, and I thank you for saying me out, but... Really, you just dismiss it so soon? Belle's been cured of her affliction. This is true. No longer do I see anguish in her soul. Second Spear, I'm ready to receive your report. Have you accomplished the task the Undying One himself set you? The task remains undone. I refuse to complete it. Condemning a life to oblivion is wrong for those who worship death. No one will hurt my family. No one will hurt me. Let the Undying One punish me if he so wills. Silence falls for what feels like an eternity. At last, the vizier responds with the sadness of an all-forgiving father. That is one of the threads as well, my daughter. I understand you. And... tired sigh escapes the vizier's chest. A harrowing sacrament. A ruthless ritual. I'm relieved that is nearing the end. Everything is to come together, just as he revealed me. Perfection has been sculpted. The affliction I nurtured has been vanquished. Choice has been made. So whence all sadness, my daughter? Zir shakes his head, suddenly looking very human. Jaws droop and extends head towards Cabell. Seems your plan failed. Cabell did not carry out her last order. It has not failed. The choice be made. Certainly, the new vizier of the blood-spun web will bring more change than I imagine. Birds will be more intertwined, pen will be different, but serve to him continue. You snatched her from her family. Do not call her your daughter. I was her family and I raised and taught her. I gave her everything I had. Did I not, my daughter? You, my family, mentor, you and the blood-spun web. I'll not defy myself with a lie. What do you mean the affection you nurtured? Was you who doomed Cabell to her suffering? The Undying One laid the thread, and I served as a guide. The meeting with you and your world, Domin, the hunt for Nemsite, her grim and ghastly doppelganger, comprehension of her flock's pain, my assignments stirred anxiety in my daughter's soul, as if they were meant to. You're cruel, Vizier. Yes, it's difficult because someone you love. Have you come to that? Know that, Domin? Do not call it love, Mentor. I was loyal to, and I deserve better. Sacrament? Are we being dragged to another ritual? A great ritual, many decades ago. The Undying One revealed through a tarot reading what must come to pass, and I heeded. The blood-spun web path gaining its new vizier was then conceived. Path of discovery, devotion, dying, and resurrection in purity. Cabell predecessor stumbled on that path. So did the next one. I waited. I have lived long past my due time. The Undying One has been waiting for so long. What will happen now? Cabell will be the new vizier. Her journey to the Undying One and the choice she made will be reflected in the blood-spun web's new pen. That's me. I will go to him. As I've long awaited. The confusion and alarm in Cabell's face gives way to anger and horror. Her face distorts like a crumbling paper mask as the emotions wash over her. Too many emotions for one whose soul has gone dead. I've not yet done all that you expect me to, have I? That's correct, my daughter. Can you feel it? The proper way the sperm must be passed? Agony distorts Cabell's feature, but she clenches her fists and nods. We must summon death to these halls, and glorify him. Cabell, must not commit patricide. Such was the Undying Emperor's will. Still, it is unfair. His voice is full of sorrow and humility. Yes, for I am stronger than you, and my highest bidders stand with me. Those who swore an oath to protect me and not outlive me, and he, too, stands with me. His faithful merge are mine, and those you who choose when you set out along the threads of the web, your comrades, your dominant mace, they stand with you. Fight with no regrets. Farewell, my daughter. Let's honor the Undying One. This is going ahead. Let us honor him.
You will beg for mercy, and I will grant none.
None of you shall survive!
Fall back, You should do the honor of fighting him directly. Get out. Oh, that's far back so I can go, here then. Okay, let's begin. Wait. Place some positions. Front line. Back line. Analyze.
Request approved. Running binary override.
Okay, and turn.
I serve the ruinous power.
I feel nothing.
Oh!
Fear nothing.
Ouch! Oh boy. These guys are tough.
It's as good as done.
Let
Hey,
the blood
take this!
be shed as thou hast willed.
You should be focusing on him. Huh? And up. Ouch. Oh, what the?
I shall not fail.
Maybe we should focus on the lesser ones before.
As honor orders, may your soul be purged.
Take care of the vizier.
The shadows will see it done. I shall not fail.
Don't let your guard down. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
Is a reward.
I so was not expecting this.
Emperor protects the fallen.
Ugh. It's no good. Start again. I wish there was an autosave at the beginning of battle so I wouldn't have to go through dialogue all over again.
Keep your wits about you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, the simple transition from power not possible? Why must there be bloodshed? Because great things are not achieved in small ways. But if you worship him, your sacrifice must be great as well. Not demand yet another sacrifice from her vizier. Such was the undying emperor's will. Right, here we go.
I'll make an example out of you.
Death to his enemies.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, let's begin. This time I'll focus on the other spinners. Mm. Mm.
Running binary override. My vow is
Bonk. What do these do?
the Omnissiah knows all,
Huh?
comprehends all. My competences are not that universal. Out of my way!
Ah,
The battle formation is broken.
but he's so His soul's not ready for this.
Moving out. To the heretics.
They're all so tough.
Follow my lead.
Can barely hit them.
I need your aegis. Oh, and
Fuck.
Onward. Follow my lead. I must not falter.
Follow my
Mm.
I'll make it happen.
Kablam.
Blood.
Hmm.
I'll see to it personally. Ministration is a holy task.
Oh, dang it. What if?
Faith without deeds is worthless. I refuse. If not me.
Weather the storm. Moving out.
Ouch.
Chaos guides me.
Oh.
Momentum.
The undying Emperor whispers his will.
Die, all of you.
Follow my lead.
Hey, why do you seem so desperate to save his life? He's the one who wants this.
Trust me. As honor ordains, the shadows will see it done. As the tenants demand.
Die.
Trust me. I shall not fail. As the tenants demand.
Okay, and turn. Now then.
Doubt is for the weak.
Take that.
Injuries.
Heal yourself. Mark some prey.
As the Emperor commands. I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Oh, wait.
I can do that, with the right incentive.
Trust me.
And again. Ah.
I shall not fail.
Don't get too
Take this.
A temporary setback.
Should have stayed back.
Ah! Maybe I'm not ready for this. I'll focus on something else first. And I should also restock. I'll resupply everyone. Yes. Back to the bridge. So where else could I go? Ba-dum, ba-dum. Playing Navigator is played by version of House Pass. Smartest Mundrus. So where is that? I really should say more. Ah, so that's the name of a system. But where is it? Ah. I've now scrapper. No. I wanna. There we go. So do I already? That seems to be the only one marked. I can't see it very well. Oh, that's not it. Okay, still not very clear. Let's see. Looks like it's somewhere around here. Camera's camera. Aha, there it is. So... how about we go... and find... see if we can chart some new routes. Who serves Sip's travels was interrupted by most famous image of Saint Martyr depicted on the L. Okay, start move. Okay. I'm used from things. Okay, chart new courses. Didn't discover a new course, but found some. What the heck? I'll chart this system while I'm here. Oh wow. Ring of asteroids. Okay, nothing of use there. What's in here? Lord Captain, the Argos cannot determine who the ship we approach belongs to. What the telemetry clearly reveals is an Imperium vessel. The hull is badly damaged, but there's air inside the chambers, which means they're hermetically sealed. Why orders concerning the discovery? Now that I want to prepare my troops for boarding, I'll personally take part in the exploratory expedition. Window bridge, huh? We who walk down the same pathways in the same bays, day after day, we who were born, live, and died hum the ship's machines, we forever hunger the smallest glimpse to another life, and for a chance to see the heroes who tirelessly fight for us, and for the glory of the Imperium. Let's have a tale about Lord Captain, by the will of the Emperor, and the guardian and commander of the very good and honest souls upon the void ship, and times for the vessel named Fireborn. Like a dead whale cast ashore by the inexorable force of the swell, the wrecked vessel was a confronting sight for its unwitting visitors. Some bays still retained an atmosphere, but there was no life anywhere. The ship was dead, its machine spirit dissipated in the darkness of space. It was just the husk left, and the rogue trader's crew were to become scavengers, swarming the carcasses of fallen Leviathan. Lord Captain oversaw the expedition. She declared to train the penetrating gaze of the augur rays on the damned ship. Right. Augur's keen eye scanned on the ear vessel, identifying the void ship was greatly damaged and was in the process of final erosion. There was very little time to explore it. The three sectors seemed the least damaged: the bridge, middle crew deck, and the service bay. After exchanging a series of trills and warbles in the mysterious and ancient language, the tech priest responsible for the augurs reported to the Lord Captain that they had glimpsed signs of valuable components in operation in the service bay. Lord Cap's next step was turn her attention to scout units awaiting instructions. Lord Captain decided which of the three teams she would lead, which two would be entrusted to the officers. Let here be known the names of those honest people who stood before our road train in that moment. Captain Brave Johansson, whose word was firm as handshake. Captain Faves, whose jokes remembered by everyone on deck 95. Captain Manager, a senior officer of the 3rd unit, known as Grey Militia, been leading units back when the Count Crop Scouts was not nose kid. No one on deck was in any doubt that navigating inside that ship could be difficult. The units will be separated by kilometers of twisted metal, dead modules, devoid of atmosphere, collapsed passageways, and hollow breaches size of a house. Anything connecting them, the brave teams will be a delicate thread of voxing. So, after weighing up the options, the Lord Captain chose to go with... I'll go to the bridge. From here on, we will relate the events based on what we have learned from witnesses. The people who accompanied Lord Captain on the tour of the dread ship. The shuttles started one after another, and disappeared, dispersed, each heading for its selected target. An hour spent on cutting through the hull in the freezing vacuum of space. A fussy blowing, and then, finally, the rogue trader stepped onto the cold, dark deck of the dead ship. The light of the torches revealed a sign in the gloom, Fireborn. After a minute-long exchange with the Firebox Master, who quickly checked the archives, it was established that the dead vessel was Captain Knopfdove, Gamport. Every minute spent on board threatened to end in disaster. Ship's days or even hours of existence were numbered. From all sides came sounds of distant crumpling. The floor underfoot trembled every now and then. The Lord Captain hurriedly moved deeper into the compartment when she suddenly felt the slightest puff of air brush against her neck, followed by a soft sigh. Almost as if someone had leaned in close, opened their mouth to whisper a dark, tantalizing secret, then fallen inside. I think the Lord Captain stood entirely alone. Kept some of her willpower. Trying. Yes! From where simple Moors would already be trembling and weeping, the rogue trailers only gritted her teeth. Shrieks and moans could be heard close by. Others were gripped by the illusion too. Young Ho's son, the unit captain, barked out orders. His team held back their courage, their comrades who had fallen victim to uncanny terror, and who were struggling to break free and run deeper into the cursed ship. A few minutes passed, and the unit, though scared senseless, was ready to continue. Sound suddenly blared from the Vox, which was turned to the unit's second unit's frequency. The words sounded muffled, as though the person on the other end wasn't speaking directly into the Vox, but deftly pressing the transmit button while occupied with something else. Never seen anything like it. It's beautiful. Hold on, wait. Is it moving? The words are cut off by a strangled wheeze, followed by static. It's itching, but I'd like to leave the ship soon. Young Hoson listened to transmission and file rasp. Surprisingly calm expression, then pressed the Fox button, and similarly calm voice let loose a stream of fluid, swaying, which sent nothing aspiration into color capabilities, showing to rogue trader. Apologies, Lord Captain. Captain Misty from the second unit, well known for his pranks. Just what spook guys though. Captain, it's presented. Captain Bessie reported that his unit's foray had so far proceeded without incident, mystical or otherwise. They had found no survivors from the ship's crew, or bodies for that matter, however the shoot come from. The passage to the deck was Starflex Oscar and snapshot of the pub was previously damaged, especially the power cables. Okay. Bessie's unit headed off to carry out their orders, while Rota and her team continued on. Spending several hours wandering down the dead pathways, Young Ho's own unit and Rota reached Bridge Fireborn, the impressive bulkheads the bridge unit principle is still functional. Lord Captain took a risk and watched the recording. Okay. The new recording message from Captain Nova was almost possible to make anything in the pic and the flashing light. Rotate team count, they had first board ship, new theme sound one, damage fallen. The firebomb broke unit opposite, kept by dying, psychological warp, Okay. Which came through. What the heck? One last inspection. Aha! What the heck? Okay, that was worth it. On the member captain of Dino Crew. Last request of Thorn Captain had been fulfilled. Empire, his fuel began brief military suit. I'm on just in the wheelchair. We should get rid of it. Okay. A lava world, not much of use there. A useful platter. Oh, wait, what's this? The giant rings on Platt's surface can be observed from orbit. Damn the rings. Note that this planet has native species of giant insects similar to Terran ants. Just like that, they sometimes form so-called death spirals in which one creature follows another without realizing they're going in circles. These things were discovered ships observing. Oh, strange phenomenon that was supposed to be expected to be a sign of warp activity. Try to see a structure turned out to be a quirk of nature, and tragic at that. Okay. Looks toxic. Oh no, it's Connellwood. Oh! Oh, we don't have any extractium. Anyway, what's on this Space Hulk? Like nature. Okay. Film of interest there. Spend insight to safely warp travel to there. Oh! Entry 10 kilometer turn since the instance. Witness header, you claim that the Office Sanctum Navs on Lady Navigator's office affirmatives. The students acted once failed to inform the bridge about instant jump. Want to know why? Data unavailable. Lady Navigator ordered she become connected with Lordship, but she not more preparation of the machine's bid for warp translation. Cause a ritual that cannot be identified by the student's capabilities. Receive command to interrupt protocol. What? No, please, not the fingers! Gonna break everyone! Well, lie, here come. All we did was prepare the canvas and mix them, learn the paints, then we told. Oh shit. My glass can't yield from such warp pumps. Where am I going then? I want to paint such a picture. What? We performed an emergency warp jump, barely activated the field in time. Now being dragged to the throne knows where by an unknown force. Lady Navigator and the Lord Captain are still on account for. Now tell me one more time, what transpired at the Sanctum Nevis? I escorted Lord Captain to observation chambers and yelled for them for leaving the shutters open. But then I was told on the road trade's orders. You could see the Lady Navigator clearly through a glass. She lost foot, staying at the canvas in front of her. It looked like she was... Oh wait, completely unaware of the world around her. Soon the seven were ordered to leave the Sanctum Nevis, and Lady Navigator picked up a brush. In trance, she started dragging it across the canvas, painting one image over another, and then Lord Captain notices. That's one thing. He chose a glove. Captain... Brought out to Lady Cassia. Naba, My Lord Captain's cry, the lane navigator answered. That's when I realized it. The arm glass between us and Sanctum Nervous was gone, and things in the paying, they broke free. Oh. And what happened next? I barely remember a thing. There was a bright flash, pale blur. I remember the feeling so scared that my knees were shaking. I remember my legs carried me. I'm Lord Boxmaster. I have a report that needs to be delivered to senior officers. One. Maybe interesting perspectives being told from no doubt. Strictly classified. This phone Norcell's ritual did not go as planned. Warp discerns triggered by the lay navigator's trance watched over the Sanctum Nervous. Void-ship machine spirit reactors surge off the entombed, and it's accepted as a call to action. Thus did the emergency jump into the unknown begin. Then the shrieks of sirens, clang of shells, and the distant hum of the warp engine. Some unknown will pulled Lord Captain into the savage Nervous. One of the creatures from the living canvas that already gripped the lay navigator's throat, half-right and almost out of breath, and struggling to scream. Cassia stretched her hand, began sinking slowly into her own pain. Lord Captain snatched a dagger from the floor and started hacking the hands reached from inside the painting. The ritual dagger of House of Cell cleaved the billowing shells, and yet the painted hand reformed itself. The moment after the blade passed through it, Cassia went limp in the clutch of her horrific creation and was immediately pulled to the other side of the pain. A moment later, Luff, still clutching the dagger, was likewise plunged into the depths of the world where the lay navigator. Oh. The folk found himself in the middle of a giant, boundless, billowing nothingness. My weight felt weightless, floating in a void system with hundreds of the lay navigator's colours. Some of them bright warm and alluring, others cold, also cold and heavy. I think I'll go towards the bright colours. Hello, heretic. Hey. I'm no heretic. I just think the Imperium isn't right about everything, and some Xenos aren't so bad. Hi, silent puppies. Earth plunged into a river of bright hues, and the flash of rosy sunset and lilac carried her down. Dazzling stream. Full Lord Captain was dying, and Alec Gun premiered with the fragrance of flowers and singing of birds. Limbs in purple livery darted back and forth, attending to a withered old woman in a navigator's mask. Sitting on her lap and smiling coyly to everyone was a little girl with ruby eyes and white hair. Oh? Be a good little girl, my child, until the day we meet again. Trembling hands, the woman handed the girl to the navigator in laboratory at time. I am our time. Prepare the child for the Atlas transfer and destroy all records and mentions of the world history. None must learn that which took place here. Remember, her body must grow strong for her to accept my power. Once I've returned, loyalty will be rewarded. Memory dissipated, and a gust of silvery wind hurled the Lord Captain back into the ocean of nothingness. But this time, the nothingness felt dismal. Still bright hues. All it contained was shadows of invisible monsters swarming by. Shrouded in numbers fell for unfashionableness. Lord Captain, guess I'll go towards dark colors now. I didn't think I could do both. Grayish blue waves followed Lord Captain, and the feeling of lightness disappeared as her limbs grew heavier again. Lilith fell on the hard floor of a laboratory clouded with vats as tall as a human. Inside them were dozens, hundreds even, of repulsive mutants. Some had no arms, or no legs, or two heads, or no face, or their innards turned inside out, but each had white skin, white hair, long flawed limbs, and ruby eyes. My lady! The child is born! The tall old woman slowly approached one of the vats. Readings, stables, munitions, none were ticked at any of the stages. Genes, identical, my lady. Chance of survival? 100 times higher than any of the previous experiments. How long will it take to grow this child? Fear accelerating process might cause the body to fail. Only one... After years of silence, I understand the situation. Natural growth. I do not have that much time. We'll have to go with the backup plan. Yes, Novita, it will be done. Memory dissipated, Gus Sylvian. Yes, now I'll close my eyes. You'll stay in the ocean of nothingness, devoid of any sensation or emotion, until an ornate ritual dagger flowed before her eyes and reminded her of a world that once seemed more real than this one. Someone's scream broke the delicate equilibrium of Lord Captain's motionless body, and the weightlessness released her. She plummeted into the maroon abyss of roiling illusions, but was now in full control of her body again. And then love descended into the abyss towards the screams. Lord Captain crashed from an immeasurable heights above of a rolling abyss. In the next moment, Lilith saw two figures amid the billowing maroon mist. One of the figures, unnaturally gaunt tall, clutched another, small its claws, trembling fiercely. Is that supposed to be the Emperor? Or something supposed to look like him? The Lord Captain peered into strange maroon mists. In the swirling mist around her, Lilith could make out human faces stricken with torment. And not just human faces. There was Zeus, Alderi. Their features fused together with those of humans, which made the Crimson Spectres look all the more abominable. Their gaze and rage were directed at two unmoving figures facing each other. So I drew closer to look at the figures. Hyena the Devourer! One step was all it took for some unknown force to nurse the Lord Captain, seize her, and drag her through the painting's twisted space. Now the Lord Captain could clearly see the dark shade of the long-dead navigator leaning over Cassia, clutching her neck, its closed figure. Shade screamed, "Okay, so it's not the Emperor." Yes, I just saw... Go... Crown... Lord... Emperor? No. You're given life because of me. You survived because of me. And here you are now, because I've willed it so. Bow before me. Tell me what I wish for, and your suffering will end. Go on, child. I've waited so long. Submit to me. Cassia looked exhausted, her body covered in hundreds of thin cuts, her lips lacerated, claw marks on her cheek. There was steadfast resolve in her eyes. I know who you are, Tisphone or Cello. I know what you crave. I saw in the vision that you sent me again and again. I won't allow you. I'll never allow you to become me. As his fatigued voice quivered, which was not about you in this bout. I delayed Navigator to fight the monster to the bitter end. The Lord Captain's words attracted not just Lady Cassia's attention. Tisphone herself, finally noticing the presence of a living creature in that bizarre world, turned to face the interloper and lunged forward, seething with rage. When the entity's claws were millimeters from the rogue trader's throat, Cassia opened her navigator's eyes, and a wave of unbridled warp energy obliterated Tisphone's spectre before she realized what was happening. The Lady Navigator graced Lord Captain with a tired smile. The operative ritual had turned out to be a trap set for Lady Cassia by a Paris servitor of her house, but the rogue trader ensured that her plan fell to ruin, and now it was time to desert that accursed place. Cassia took the rogue trader's hand and guided her through the maroon mist, and out of the painting. Their unconscious bodies were discovered in the Sanctum Nervus. 27 days later, after the disappearance, soon the rogue trader's void ship had emerged from warp in an unknown system. Well, that just happened. I went into a chaos-infused painting, I guess. Now, how the heck do I get to either of those systems? Leave that for later. now I have to go here. Oh, wow. Ain't nothing here. Palace of the Atlas. Aha! Bring Cassia with me. Oh. Gonna have to level Cassia up a lot. Oh! 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 Wow. Uh, an ancient Alderi world? Whoa. Okay, so... Hmm... Hey. Hmm... Hmm... Okay. Hmm... Been a while since I've used her. I have no idea what she does, really. Okay, so... Wait, what?
I guide humanity
Oh,
between
no.
the stars.
Give her equipment. You two. And... Oh, you already have... And, Then what about equipment? Oh! Mm. And what about armor? Um... Hmm. Which one? Quick one. Oh, wait. Okay. Now, anyway, how do I level up even further? Oh, okay. For some reason that was still locked. But anyway, now. Mm. Hmm. Oh, yes, fine enough. Okay, 12 Okay, there. I'm sure you have something to say about this planet, Elite.
I am registering unconventionally high efficiency for the unit Cassia Orcelio, relative to her limited experience. The unit status is being upgraded.
Knowledge is the key to everything, is it not, esteemed Magos? I learned this wisdom from your fellow priests, and it has helped me many times.
I'll explore around here. Oh, hello. No matter. The small price paid for the liberation of House Orcel from the chains of tyranny. Whoa! Be gone, renegades! We followed the Azkor in your wake, child. Stand with us! House Orcel will not trade Tristram legacy for the false ideals of blind fools. So we're doing battle? What? What's happening? Ah! That doesn't look good. Oh. Definitely not good at. Oh, well, at least. Oh. Okay, maybe. There's no battle. Huh? Oh, you two survived it. Oh! Hello! Damn, Xenos! This was not the bargain we struck! Bone smite you! Navigator's skin was so thin that it reveals muscles, bones, as if underneath clenches all by gold jaw and contempt. What is this? The rogue trader and the traitors to the house have lured the child into a trap set by Xenos? I wish my eyes were deceiving me, but now I can clearly see that Great Regent Otto was right to send us off your vessel. Sturdily built woman is armed with a pistol, and yet there are signs of exhaustion in her posture. Face him behind a gem-encrusted three-eyed mask, and her elaborate nervous vestments stained with dry blood and evidence of recent combat. I too wish being lying about what is happening here. You will stop destroying the remains of the hallowed ground of our ancestors for your semblance of speech, monkey. Icon's bright clothes glimmer faintly in the dim light of the system star, and sinister grin on his mask adds his masking of aloof pets. The foul act will soon unfold, where you will pay your deeds of your ancestors. Stay put and wait for the puppeteer to pull out your strings. Why? Why are there seals ruins where the palace of Atlas should be? Why is this place covered in impenetrable black mist? I'm suffocating. As she clutched her breastplate where her Atlas's voice feeble and trembling. three-eyed monkey who sees into shadow. The taint of your ancestors had begun to consume your body and soul. Pathetic fools, with an insatiable lust for power that is not yours. Ending your misery will be merciful. Taint? Do you mean the Atlas? Xenos traitor? Silence, traitor! The Atlas is the sacred relic of House Orsello. It is what elevates us above the rest. How dare you! Regan's envoy abruptly loses her breath with a groan as she clutched her chest for that Atlas's implant. I refuse to accept this. Impossible. What is this taint you speak of, Xenos? Do you not see it? Hakon's voice boomed throughout the ruined temple. When you monkey discovered the Crone world, you tainted it with your crude technology, despoiled it of its relics, ruined all there was to the last stone. But worst of all, you sullied the souls of our ancestors reposed in their sacred vessel, the spirit monolith. Points his thin finger at the marble crystal flying behind his back, and the harlequins round you tighten their grips on their weapons. Like a sea of bums blue, Cassia looked round her with a stumped expression, face shifting from one Xenos to another. I did not know that things could exude such saturated hues. I wish I could paint this ocean a different color. What is this place? We call plats such as this one Crone worlds. They came to be long before my time. Back when all the Aldai were a united people, whose empires stretched from one edge of the galaxy to the other. It is a world beneath the first stars, an unblighted world. I never thought that I would come to find one. I was hoping you'd say something. I have nothing to add to the outcast words, other than my eternal astonishment at your curious troop, monkey. I'm the hovering crystal. Noah's translucent stone shares a strange resonance with this place. You can sense energy emanating from mysterious, restless, conculate. It resembles a giant heart that has been plucked out of its owner's chest. Its crystal clarity pierced by hundreds of dark veins that have taken root like a terrible illness. How did the navigators of House Orsello taint the spirit monolith? The experiments. Cassia covers her mouth in horror. This is where she conducts her experiment. This phone. No! It is not possible! To consort with Zeus is to violate the word of the God Emperor. It is known to all that Tisphone Orsello executed any who showed interest in the enemies of humanity. Is that so? Then why is it that every piece of metal or fabric in this place bears our house's coat of arms? Open your eyes. Quiet. I am unsurprised that the truth is hidden from your gazes, three-eyed monkey who see into Shally. I realized it the moment I met the first of you, wretched, begging us to help you destroy your own kin. I sensed it with you, our ancestors call, their pleas, their endless torment. I knew what you found was a Crone world, and I humbly waited for the day you would lead me to it. What's the meaning behind your words, fair troop master? You know already. Outcast, you've always known. What's that about? What ants have you always known? So that's why your presence makes my soul shrink to the size of a river pearl and my throat choke in a color of thorns. That is why your world seep into my soul like poison, leaving wounds I will not heal. There's a shard of the spirit monolith inside you, monkey, twisted, perverted, invigorating you by making my ancestors suffer. Alas, you're right, outcast. The ancestors of three-eyed monkey sought to command the power of the spirit monolith, and yet they suffered. They eat time and again. Eventually, they discovered a way to harness this power. A terrible way, torturous and unforgivable. They shattered the monolith into many shards and weakened the souls within, and then they placed the shards of the spirit monolith inside their bodies to empower their abilities. I never wished to learn such hard truths in my own house. There's no shame in using Zeus' powers for the good of the Imperium. That's perfect character for me. My whole life, I've been taught to honor the Emperor and his light that illuminates our way in the darkness of the Sea of Souls, a place of horror and torment. We're told that all heresy must be eradicated, lest its weeds spread deep inside human souls. I am one such weed, Lord Captain, and so is all of House Orsello. You're more than just a time-tear. You're a successor to mad heretic, a betrayer of faith. You must be destroyed. You are the Atlas, once and for all. You think the solution is so easy, don't you, monkey? When you die, your soul will become kept inside the spirit monolith. The process is deranging to our ancestors, who have served as monolith guardians for aeons. It is equally agonizing to souls you're dead. And the more monkey souls the monolith absorbs, the more violent it becomes. The Eldari and the monkey have spent many a dance battling for supremacy within the monolith. Its integrity is waiting. You sense it too. They waged free our ancestors from pain to separate the monkey taint from the spirit monolith. My troops here form just that. We all play our part today. And when the final act of this age-long tragedy begins, the monkey players will exit the world stage. So, what does that mean? Let me think. No waves whatsoever separate navigator's souls from those of... You monkey have... desecrate our world. I see no reason to assist you with the final dance. Try persuasion. Save the navigators from death, and you'll gain powerful ally among humans. Perhaps the three-eyed monkey you see in Tushar could be of use to the troop. They do not fear the realm of she who first. They cut through it on their steel-winged birds. They have even found their way to a crown world that was hidden from our sight. Your words are humorous, monkey. But what will your companions say? I cannot change the past, it is true. Nor can I change the fact that my house is forever tainted with a disgrace born of transform ourselves hubris. Yet all of us here today have the power to change the future and hold the unending suffering that is drowning both your kin and mine. You? You suggest that the monkey and the dairy change the future together? I must admit, my Lingley, I'm confounded by your audacity. Go on, I'm loving this outcome. My Atlas, if you can free the phantoms of my house from the spirit monolith, guide them to enter my Atlas. Their experience and wisdom will help steer House Horsell onto the path of truth, and allow future generations to avoid calamitous pitfalls of their forebearers. Correct, my Lingley. Shards of your monolith are lodged inside the chest of every monkey bound to you by ties of blood. How exactly do you intend to return them? I shall use the Atlas to sever my subject's connection to the spirit monolith, and then I shall extract it shards from every navigator of House or Cell. This artifact is implanted at birth, but that does not mean that the ritual cannot be reversed. I witnessed creation through Tristhrone's eyes in my visions. I lived it over and over. through the memories of Sephra clan. I can recreate the ritual that will turn the souls of your kin to you and save my people's lives. Seldom do human zeros get the chance to resolve their conflicts without violence. I second Lady Cassia's proposal. The Highcomb remains still as Guy's statue for several minutes. And then my first employed behind the glass says, I am willing to try, monkey. No! I won't let you destroy the Atlas, even if it is the child's last wish. Leocel, you are too young, inexperienced. You simply cannot comprehend. You address the future of Naruto of House Ocel, one who survived the massacre of Uruk V, who has lived following an attempt on her life at the Palace of Draconis. To restore her house stability, what scan time she has been freed, while all of you, have spent years destroying it from within. You're just one who passed through the tempest of Sea of Souls to true Atlas as a rogue trade's allies. Yet you still call me unworthy, don't you? Young, inexperienced, kneel for me, and I shall forgive you your insolence. House Ocel was always loyal to Naruto Taisung. Henceforth, he'll be loyal to her successor, even if you see fit to lead us down a different path, my lady. Are you done with your performance, monkey? Then stand aside and do not interrupt. I can feel again the tranquility. The ancestral souls found peace, and corruption no longer endangers the monolith or this world. Remember how grim Castle Cell. We'll soon meet in this place again, so that you can give us the shards. And now, be gone from our world, monkey. Alright, well this was very unexpected.
Your eye on the prize.
Can I just look at some stuff first?
Kemorak.
Oh, even you can't identify that? Hey, what do you have on you? Don't move dark. Okay, more stuff. Ooh, what's this?
I always keep my options open.
My success was inevitable.
Going to the fair cliffs. What's in these boys? More stuff. And what do we have down here? Oh! Right, time to leave.
I always have a backup plan.
Wait, up. There we go. Go to my bridge. Eric, do you have anything to say about that?
Elantak, I trust your journeys were fruitful. The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong to a weed or a noble rosebush. You are the root I grabbed, Elantak, because I fell off a cliff. My homeworld is gone.
Anyway, Cassia, what do you make of all that?
How nice of you to grace me with your presence. I was just thinking back to our journey to the Palace of the Atlas. That is, to the world of Xenos. Remembering that most reckless act has enveloped my mind in a whole palette of hues. But when I think of the great risk you took for House Orcelio's and my own sake, an azure shawl instantly descends on my shoulders, and amber sparks flash inside my soul. Please accept my sincerest gratitude.
Now you're full-fledged novel of House Orcello?
You of all people should know that succession is a lengthy and tiresome process. While my entire house is busy preparing for a grand council at which I am to ceremonially inherit the late Tisiphone's title, I have decided to remain by your side, to relish just a little more of this carefree liberty. For as soon as I am summoned to do my duty, we must say our farewells.
On the way to the navigators of your house now.
The Xenos have managed to free the souls of our ancestors from their confinement. The memory and wisdom of those that came before us will serve our house, helping build upon the ruins of the present a firm foundation for generations to come. I believe in that, as I believe in the divine light of the Emperor.
So the entire power of Atlas is in Novato's hand?
I suppose so, if by power you mean priceless knowledge. As for the special powers granted by the Xenos souls, the navigators of House Orcelio will once again have to contend with their own bodily and spiritual limitations. However, I am undaunted by the prospect, for our line and our gene have never been weak. House Orcelio will succeed, and soon we will rise again, draped in white and gold.
Stuff has
Of course.
been some...
Answer any questions you have. I have
nothing else.
enjoyed your company. Thank you for the conversation.
Okay, well, that'll do for today. Not quite where I expected it to go, but this was fun. Okay, who do I want to raid? Well, I'll send you all to Sometomi, who's playing Lord of the Rings online. Alright, thanks for watching! Hope you enjoyed this! See you all later.